Good morning, CMS, and welcome to this week's Crawford News. Now, let's go to Tia Young asking 7th graders how their spring break was after quarantine.
Hey CMS, I'm Tia Young, and today I'm here with some 7th graders asking what they did on spring break.
What I did on my spring break was I went to the beach and got some bracelets, and I hurt myself a little bit, but it was really fun because I got to try crab legs for one of the first times in years. Thank you.
On spring break, I went out to eat like 4 times, and it was not very interesting. So.
What I did on spring break is I saw my family and I went to the urban area.
Alright, so what I did, I played a lot of Minecraft.
No, we'll start with her.
No. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No. Okay. I was going to best out of 3, but I guess I'll let it go. Okay, so tell me about myself. Well, where do I start?
See, my name is Jacie.
My name is Jacie. I'm 12 years old. Some things I like to do are I like to play volleyball. I like to play video games, spending time with my family, and playing with my dog.
Hi, my name is Izzy Robinette. I'm 13, like her, and some things I like to do are draw, which is like art, crafts and stuff, and sports, and video games like Minecraft.
And Minecraft. Me and Izzy have this survival world that we've been playing on for like 3 weeks. And we built a tree house.
All in survival.
All in survival. Don't think we're cheating.
We did.
I cheated to make our bridge, but that's because...
Oh, you did?
Oh wait, I was supposed to say that.
No.
And
we have a farm and we have a barn.
Yeah.
And it's giant.
It is very
And
giant.
we live in a jungle with pandas.
Yes. And I
we
set
have
my
a
friend
panda.
on fire because he was making me mad.
And he
stealing
lives
my
in the
stuff.
camp.
He lives in a tent.
And she took my stuff away from me.
For those who don't know about Minecraft, it's basically just a survival game where you can build and just try to survive with the resources you have.
And the whole point of the game is to defeat the Ender Dragon in the end.
Yes.
And then you can still build after that, but that's the main part of it. There's
You
plenty
can
of
still-
stuff you can do.
Yeah, you can still build whatever you want and then
You can go anywhere you want. You can get as
Go
many animals as you want.
go explore new caves, temples, stuff like that. The transition from virtual to in person, it was pretty easy because for my old school, I was in person, and then just the weeks before I came in person, I was a virtual, so it was just like going back to normal. How was the transition from virtual?
The transition from virtual to in person was pretty easy. I came from my old school, 7th middle, and we were all virtual all year. So it was a little different to be in a whole new school with all new people, but it felt like everyone else was kind of new too, since were in virtual too. So I didn't feel left out or anything.
Yeah, because they're gonna ask you who you were, and then you're like, yes. This middle school is a lot bigger than mine. Mine only had about like 500 students, so this is like really different, and there's so many more classes to take. Like, there's Spanish, Chinese, graphic arts. At my old school, we didn't really have all that.
This school is a lot different than my old school. My old school was bigger, but it had less extracurricular activities that you can do and participate in.
The culture here is a lot different from my old school because they didn't really care about rules so much. They would just let us do whatever. But here there's a lot more rules and expectations to follow, and there's a lot more opportunities to make new friends and learn more stuff.
The culture from my old school to this school is like a lot different, but in different as Jacie's. It's more free. Like at my old school, we had a big dress code, and we couldn't have our phones out whatsoever. We couldn't barely talk at all during any time of the day. So it's a lot more freedom, but it's still learning.
It makes me want to like learn more because of course there's more freedom and it makes the day go by faster. That sounds weird, but it makes it feel like it lasts less time because I'm having fun in class and I'm more set on learning other than checking my phone every 10 minutes without my teacher seeing.
Yeah. I feel like it's a lot better. I feel like I'm learning more because being able to communicate with people and talk during class, having times that I can bring on my phone, communicate with my old friends on my phone, I feel like it's just a lot better.
I love how you put in like your mom voice when you talk. You're like,
Shut up.
hello.
Shut up.
First question. What do you like about being in person?
I just like seeing everyone in person. I love seeing the kids. It was really an interesting experience having taught some of the students virtually, or all of the students that I have now in person. I taught them virtually for most of the year, and some of them I had never seen their face before. So it was really interesting to put a face with a student that I'd been teaching for most of a year. But just having the human interaction and getting to see some of my teacher friends that I hadn't seen in a while. So that's something that I've enjoyed.
Okay. Second question. What do you like about virtual?
What I like about virtual, well, when we were all virtual, I really enjoyed getting to work from home. Even though I like coming to school too, it was just kind of a nice change of pace to be at home, and it's a little more comfortable getting to, not having to rush to work, getting to sleep in just a few extra minutes. But yeah, I think it's challenged me in ways that I didn't anticipate. I've had to just revamp all of my lessons that I've been teaching for a few years now. So it was a really good thing for me to go back and look at some of the things I've been teaching and change them for a new virtual setting. So I've learned a lot, in other words.
That makes sense. Overall, what is your favorite way to teach?
I like when students are able to show their creativity. I love things that are really visual. I'm a visual learner, so I really enjoy watching students like draw. That's why you'll notice a lot of like my openers and things have the opportunity for you guys to draw. I also like for students to teach each other. I think you guys learn best from each other rather than just listening to me talk about something. So I like to do a lot of group work, which has been really challenging this year because of COVID.
What do you not like about teaching that way?
About teaching which way?
In person.
In person?
Yeah.
There aren't many things that I don't enjoy. Maybe if students aren't making responsible choices, that can be a struggle sometimes. But for the most part, I really enjoy what I do. I mean, a whole lot. I love what I teach, and I love that I get to learn from you guys every day, and I love that I get to laugh every day.
In other words, what do you think you would change about teaching in that way?
In person?
Yeah.
I guess this particular school year, I do wish I could allow for more group work. I like also to, I like kids to be able to get up and move around the room, and with all of the rules we have in place because of COVID and trying to keep people safe, I'm not allowed to do a lot of those things this year. So that's been challenging, but we're making it work.
And with that, the interview is over. Thank you for doing this with me.
You are most welcome, Taryn. You always ask the best questions. Thank you for the interview.
Good morning, Crawford Middle School. My name is Kylie Huffman, and I am here with Miss Shaver. Good morning, Miss Shaver.
Good morning, Kylie.
I'm gonna start off with, when is your birthday?
My birthday is February 5th.
Nice. What is your dream job?
My dream job is having a school where I can teach science and kind of do more project-based learning, so that way, basically having a school that had endless amounts of funds, so that way we could afford to have all the labs and projects for every student to be able to do.
So, wow. Okay. Where is your dream vacation?
Sorry, there was an announcement there. Could you say that again?
Where is your dream vacation?
Oh, a dream vacation. That's a hard one. So I would say either somewhere I could go, maybe like deep sea diving and swim with, dolphins, turtles, and then go into the deep and scuba dive, or just somewhere uncharted. So find a brand new island that's come up from a volcanic eruption.
That sounds really cool. I would really like to do that too. Last but not least, do you have any kids?
Yes, I've got 2 children. So a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. So one in kindergarten and one getting ready to go to kindergarten next year.
I feel like that's a lot of work because they're both babies still.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets?
I do not have any pets. So I used to have tons of aquariums, but when I moved, we had to give them away. So we haven't started anymore.
You should. Animals are amazing.
Yes. So my mom has some, but we haven't started any at our house.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
The weather this week looks like a 60 on Saturday, a 71 on Monday, 79 on Tuesday, 73 on Wednesday, 67 on Thursday, a 64 for Friday, and a 66 on Saturday.
Carr, and today I will be talking about the culture of Crawford Middle School.
I really like this school because I love the teachers here. All of them are really nice to me, and I love the extracurricular activities that are.
My favorite subject is science. One reason for that is because the teacher is Miss Bain, and she is very nice to her students. She's always helping. and we do projects in that class, we do science experiments, and it's just a fun class to have for my first period, and I really enjoy it.
So one of the things I would tell a 5th grader transitioning into 6th grade is that it's not gonna be the same, because for me, I went to Garrett Morgan Elementary and I had 3 different classes, and here I have 7 different classes. And it's gonna be a lot different, and it's gonna be a little bit overwhelming at first, but it'll be exciting because there'll be people you know, and there might even be people you don't know. But there's really, really sweet teachers here, and it's gonna be fun after you get to know people and you make some friends.
Well, something I would tell a 5th grader transferring into the 6th grade here at Crawford is kind of what Aahana said. Back at my old school, I went to Liberty Elementary, and we only had 1 class, and like what she said, it's gonna be very overwhelming at first, because you have 7 classes each day instead of having 1 and not really having to transition into anything.
Hi, I'm Ishwanaji, 8th grade Crawford student, and my transfer from virtual to in-person, I'd say it's easier. It was easy in virtual, but I'd rather just have it in person because it's my last year, and I would like to see my students and staff.
I'm Davion Sturgis, and my transfer was, I feel like virtual, I didn't do as well as I do in person school, because having a teacher in front of me and showing me what to do step by step is a lot easier than watching it through a screen.
Some high points this year in school, I say it's football, because we made it to the championship 3 times in a row, but we just lost, which is the sad part. But I say sports was probably our high point this year for school.
High point for me was I played AAU basketball, so.
Things for lower grade students that could be more successful when they get to higher grades is just don't even stress about anything. It's not as hard as you think. It gets easier throughout the years, and you just be fine no matter what.
My advice is really just try to distance yourself from people that you know are gonna be a problem or are distracting, and just focus on yourself and get your work done, and it's really simple.
A way to be a leader and how it affects people in your classroom and school, it's really not that difficult. It's just really just, if they're your friends and you're quiet, they'll be quiet. If you're loud, they'll be loud. It's just however they follow you. Just know, if you got calm and be good in class, everybody else will be. That's how you know you're a leader, if you are.
Yeah, like what he said, all of that stuff, but to be a leader, you don't really have to be the best or the greatest anything. You just have to show that you're confident and people will follow you.
The culture in our school is that everybody's different, and it's everybody has different beliefs, everybody's a different skin color, and it's nice to meet different people that's different from you and your beliefs and all that, because you can learn new things throughout the year without even learning it from a teacher.
I feel like Crawford, it's really nice at Crawford because the teachers, they all want to see you win. They only bring you up, and if you need help, they're always there for you.
As an athlete, to distance yourself from people that are doing bad things that you shouldn't be doing, it's really just be yourself. You don't even have to know that much people as an athlete. All you gotta know is the people on your team. And if you just want to be that popular person on the team, really if you work hard and you know that you're one of the best on the team, that's all the popularity you need.
To distance yourself, all you really have to do is if you see a group of people or you're around that group of people and you know they're gonna do something that's not the best choice, just don't go with them. There's always a better choice. There's not always a right choice, but there's always a better choice when you're doing something.
My role as an athlete is directly connected as me as a student it helps me keep my grades up, because when I was in 6th and 7th grade and I didn't play high school sports after football season, my grades would just drop instantly. And I say sports has definitely kept me in shape and kept my grades up.
Even if you're not an athlete, there's a lot of other great hobbies and activities that are out there in the world. There's one for everybody, and even if your grades like they're not the best, if you can always work on them, and like if there's somebody like with lower grades than you and you have better grades for them, you're almost sure to always get the job over them. So that's always motivation to have the better grades.